You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
Not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games.
Okay, we're winning.
Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line. Not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look, I'll give him. What's up, bro?
There are 5 weeks remaining. Old Town Flyers is now active in the event center. Head on down to be a part of it.
Jake, what's up, man?
What's up, MP? Man, pleasure to meet you.
Man, same here. When my manager told me that you wanted to for you, Jake, anything, man. Let's do it.
Hey, you really are good.
Yo, good game, man. You could ball.
Oh, man, that was a dream come true. Look, I've met a lot of MPs in my time, but this is the first time I've hooped with one of them.
Hey, that's what we do here, man. We make dreams a reality.
Hey, man, as a token of my appreciation, I got you a couple of gifts. You know, can't welcome someone into the neighborhood without a gift, right?
Man, you didn't have to do that.
What's up, bro?
What's shaking, MP? Hi. Bye. Thanks for coming in.
Yo, MP, how'd that meeting go today?
Yo,
Look, is this guy Scotty? Because I don't see him on any GOAT lists. Look,
look, I hear what you're saying, Pete, but it's not that simple, man.
look, man, I'm just here.
Ain't ready, MP.
Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. Thank you, and enjoy the game. And fans, don't forget to come back for the upcoming Doubleheader.
A look from earlier as the Nets head to the locker room.
They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home turf. Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be? And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Stewart in at the 5.
And Cade getting up that time.
Outside, Williams. Back to MP. Outside, Williams. MP outside. Fires the 3. Pure from three-point range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
MP stretching out the defense.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 4-point game. And there's the drive. And a two-handed jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Ivy's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Hunt passes to Sharp. Williams on the wing. Thomas outside. Pass to Hunt. 5 on the clock. Drops in the 3. Hunt's got 9 points.
Offense clicking early here. 3 for 4 to start this one.
Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brett, it needs to start on the defensive end.
And that's part of it, BA. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years. And that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves. And by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents. Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Pass to Cunningham from downtown. Brooklyn pulls it in. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
And in a series of the half-dots last year, they came out on the losing end. Really looking for some improvement here.
Johnson with a bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Stewart outside. Back to Cunningham. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. To the paint. Here's Hunt. And the layup falls. He's got 11.
That's just too easy for MP.
Pistons trail by 8. Now Ivy. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Shot clock at 6. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Outside, Williams. Back to MP. Pass to Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. And here's MP from outside. And the Nets, another 3.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
Here's Ivy. No made baskets yet. Thompson outside. Cunningham with the ball. Sharp grabs the miss. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 11. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hunt's got 17 points.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Thompson, a screen on MP. Cunningham looking it over. Good work there as it goes.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Kicks it out to MP. Back to Sharp. MP outside. The 3 ball. Rebounded by the Pistons. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. 1 good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
And Brooklyn has possession, following the score by Detroit. Pass to Sharp. MP outside. The 3. Oh, another miss by MP. Pistons trail by 10. It's Thompson, high post, working on Williams. Here's Cunningham. No good. Good D by MP. The Nets have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Now here's Ivy. Pass to Stewart. Ivy outside. 4 on the clock. Over Thomas. Ivy's shot is off.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
From deep, MP sinks it from distance. Hunt's got 20 points.
Quick decision making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Cunningham. The rebound by MP. Nets leading by 16. Williams passes to Hunt from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
And when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Ivy outside. Back to Cunningham. And that time also a missed shot.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Johnson passes to MP. 3-pointer. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Watford comes in for Johnson. Wilson's checked in for Williams. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. Now here's Ivy. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. From the elbow, misses off the right iron.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. 12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Well, Detroit's shooting just 38% so far in this one. Harris outside. 1:24 left in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen. Beasley misses.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Pass to MP. Jacks up a 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. Boy, it's been a minute since they last scored.
It has been. And at what point do you alter your strategy? Try to get back on track.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Ivy's got 5.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Johnson passes to Hunt. To the right side. Outside Johnson. Back to MP. Pass to Wilson. Here's Johnson. Watford outside. Here's Claxton. Pounded by Harris. Here's Wilson. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Hunt's got his 4th assist in this one.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Harris with it. 14 points for him last game against New York. From the arc. That one is off. And so it's MP making things happen for the Nets. And so far, 9 triples in this one. Just pulling the trigger with absolute confidence. Great to have you with us. Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. We've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with MP. And it's Clowney in at the 4 slot. So that's the Nets 5. Beasley outside. Here's Cunningham. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Thomas passes to Hunt. Here's Whitehead. Here's Thomas. It's good from about 19 feet.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And it's Cunningham missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
MP, the pass to Whitehead. MP outside. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Cunningham against MP. Down low. Kicks it out to Hardaway. 3-pointer. And it's Cunningham missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Clowney. From deep, MP. Rebound Detroit. And here's Cunningham. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Hunt passes to Thomas. Hardaway grabs the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Klintman. Now Cunningham. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And Cade Cunningham has it going. He's playing with tremendous confidence.
Here's Whitehead. Back to MP. And here's Thomas. From deep, MP. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
Could be he's on fire.
Detroit has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Cunningham against MP. Pass to Klintman. Stewart outside. 6 to shoot. Beasley for 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. To the wing, right side. Kicks it out to MP. Hardaway against Thomas. They set a pick. Back to MP. Fires for 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
1:50 left to play in the first half. Hardaway, the pass to Cunningham. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. You think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Hardaway. Can they get it? And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Thomas passes to Hunt. Thomas finds MP. Back to Thomas. Clock at 6. Up and over Hardaway. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist by MP.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Lets it go from 11. Rebound Brooklyn. Sharp's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brooklyn has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 7 points for the quarter.
I think MP saw that little gap there and then was really clever to exploit it with an on-target pass.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Stewart, a screen on MP. Here's Cunningham. The rebound by the Nets.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Hunt passes to Whitehead. MP with it. He's watched by Cunningham. Beyond the arc. Whitehead's shot is good. Whitehead's got 5 now.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Nets out in front, just dominating this one. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here.
When I look at the Nets, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Detroit Pistons. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Setting the floor for Detroit. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4, and it's Stewart in at the 5. And here's Ivy from the arc. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Thomas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Williams finds Thomas. Outside Johnson. Hunt passes to Williams. Back to MP. Pass to Thomas. Takes the 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 9th assist of the game now. The Pistons shooting just 37% so far in this one. Thompson, a screen on Thomas. Here's Ivy. That one a little long.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Detroit.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Back to Thomas. Thompson pulls it in. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Harris outside. There's the three. And it's MP with a rebound.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J. Hunt's got 43 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Stewart, a screen on MP. Cunningham gets some space and buries the jumper. Cunningham's got 18 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Thomas finds MP. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Ivy shot is off. Brooklyn's gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. MP shot is off. Detroit is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
Yeah, it could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. Shot clock at 5. Thomas. And he converts the layup. Thomas has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
On the wing, Ivy. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Thomas passes to MP. And the 3 off target. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Ivy, and he dunks it down.
Pulling out all the stops, Jaden Ivey with the slick move.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Williams on the wing, defended by Thompson. Pass to Thomas for 3. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Sharp against Stewart. Ivy passes to Thompson. Stewart, a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thomas finds MP. Back to Thomas. Now here's MP. Now Williams. Stewart defends. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Just fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. They've got MP, and it's Clowney in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. Holland for 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And here's MP from outside. Detroit with a rebound. Hardaway's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Schroeder. Kept alive. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 11 points here in the second half.
Collecting plenty of second chance points this half. That alone can keep a team in a game.
MP outside. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options.
Good! Another from three.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Schroeder against MP. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Beasley. Pulls up on the wing. Brooklyn pulls it in.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
And here's him, and again for three.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. Here's the floater. 4-3. Good! Another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. Martin against Beasley. Fontecchio with a screen. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still zero here in the second.
Connects again from distance.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. 6 to shoot. Here's Beasley. No good again that time.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Martin finds MP. Right wing. Martin outside. Hunt passes to Martin. MP outside. Puts up a three. Another bucket. Wow.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the fourth most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. Schroeder against MP. Pass to Holland from behind the arc. And it's Whitehead with a rebound.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Hits the trifecta.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Holland. Outside Hardaway. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Now here's MP. Over to the wing. The three is up. And another one.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Pass to Holland. Lets it go from deep. And it's Whitehead with a rebound. Whitehead's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this.
Good! Another from three.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Outside Schroeder. Rebounded by the Nets. Clowney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to the right wing. And here's MP from outside. And again for 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away. And he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Detroit calls timeout. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. Stewart, the pass to Thompson. Ivy against Martin.
Fourth quarter.
Ivy outside. Just 5 on the clock. Will it go? Wilson grabs the board. Well, the Nets shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Pass to Whitehead. Back to MP. Launches a 3. And yes, another basket.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in the game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
And you look around the league. Brent, are small market teams having a moment?
Well, BA, these teams have done a very good job of positioning themselves well. If you look back over the past couple years, what have they done? Well, they've had themselves a lot of pick and a lot of good fortune moving up in the draft in some cases. These teams aren't going anywhere.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, BA, this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W.
He got it again! Sensational!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
And it's Cunningham missing. And Brooklyn with possession here. Martin, left side. MP, the pass to Martin. Out to the right wing. Here's Wilson. From deep, MP. Oh, connects again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he's cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. Either way, he is having a night to remember.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry.
Call the electrician because MP just shot the lights out. Man, that was crazy. You look like Craig Hodges out there. You ready to give these fans what they paid for? MP, you got that look in your eye tonight.
This is the next home game experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing
And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Friday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward. And for the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. MP out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
Yeah, a lot of guys now are not comfortable in that mid-range area, but Morant is. He'll take that shot when it's there.
The 3 from MP. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side. And that wasn't the case for them.
Thomas kicks to MP. Williams passes to MP. From the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Coming right back. MP with a huge 3.
It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Morant against MP. Bane with the screen on MP. The shot. And it's Morant missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Wells. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nets with the lead. The 3 from MP. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Hunt's got 12 points in the game.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
And it's Morant missing.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history. And they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. No good from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bane right at the rim.
Pass to Thomas. MP kicks to Thomas. The 3 from MP. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morant. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And blocked by Bane.
At both ends, Bane is always lurking.
And it's Morant missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Hunt with the bucket.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 10. Last time they met was in Memphis.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, look, it's really hard to win a game being one-dimensional. It can be done, but it doesn't happen very often.
Now, MP. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bane.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now, here's Wells. Still scoreless. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. Claxton covering. Just 4 to shoot. And a wide open look for Bane. Sinks the triple. Bane's got 5 now.
You can't play lax defense on Bane because he's looking to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 5.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, when Morant gets a step to the hoop, he's looking to drop the hammer on you.
Over in the corner, Williams. MP finds Thomas. Nets passing it around. And here's MP for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Hunt's got 27.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Now, here's Bane. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Here's Bane. Morant with a wide-open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hunt the pass to Williams. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. To the wing on the left. Here's Jackson. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Jackson's got 5 now.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
Back to Williams. On the wing, MP. And it's off from three-point range.
First quarter.
1:57 left in the first. Here's Wells. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
15. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And the first one at the line is good. And a new group in for the Nets. Day'Ron Sharpe, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. Wilson, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Johnson in for Cameron Thomas. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark comes in for Edey. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Pippen. Last game he had 13. Pass to Wells. Back to Pippen. There's the three. The rebound by Watford. Brooklyn leading by 17. On the wing, MP. Defended by Pippen. Now, here's Sharp. Wilson kicks to Johnson. And here's Wilson. Just 5 on the clock. The three from MP. And the Nets, another three.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Johnson against Bane. Clark outside. A kick out to Bane. Over Wilson. And another miss by Memphis. Brooklyn with the ball. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins. And looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Bane passes to Jackson. Outside, Bane hits it from three-point range. Bane's got 8 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets feeling good about their 17-point lead. Out there on the floor for the Nets. Then for the Grizzlies, Wells, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Bane comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen. Johnson right side. And here's MP for 3. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 11. So on the floor for Memphis. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Clark in at the 5, home in the paint. Brooklyn leading by 11. Outside Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. On the wing, MP. Here's the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Johnson left side, back to MP. The 11-footer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hunt's got 41.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Aldama. No scoring in this one. Bane, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
To the paint. Pass to Clowney. To the inside. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. Hunt's got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Now, here's Morant for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morant's got 13.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
MP kicks to Johnson. Thomas down low, guarded by Bane. The three from MP. And Bane pulls it down. And for Memphis, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Clowney. Now MP. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Hunt's got 46 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. It's Morant with the drop.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Out to the right wing. Here's Hunt. And the layup's good off the glass. Hunt's got 48.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Morant with it. He's coming off a 34-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And the rejection by Claxton. And it's good, 2 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Johnson in the corner. Back to MP. Good! Another from three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Now MP. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. Pass to MP. Fires for three. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him tonight. Alone at 4th in the all-time single game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And it's Morant with the rebound.
And barely anyone in the area, and still he whiffs on the bunny.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
MP outside. Puts up a deep three. No good. And so it's MP making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. In the Eastern Conference, MP.
Of course you've got MP. Does everything asked of him at a high.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Grizzlies.
They're getting destroyed inside.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with MP. And it's Williams at the three, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. And you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their...
Good! Another from three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Morant against MP. Bane, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shot's good by Williams.
Great read by MP, showing he has a sense for when someone is open.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Williams finds Thomas. And here's MP for three. Grizzlies with the rebound. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Morant looking around. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
We all know Ja's capability to fill it up, and he is showing it here tonight.
MP outside. And again for three.
He is unstoppable here. It's again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for third place in most threes all time. From downtown, good, another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
MP against Morant. Pass to Wells. Here's Jackson. He's got 10. And it's Morant missing. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. MP kicks to Williams. The three from MP. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Morant against MP. Looking to end the run. And Ja Morant gets the three. Morant's got 26 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
The three from MP. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Yeah, and every year, Bane's playmaking seems to take another leap. Fantastic pass right there.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Thomas. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets.
Good, another from three.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Outside, Bane. Now, here's Wells. He's got 10. It's Bane atop the key. Shot clock at 6. Doesn't go that time. Williams with the defensive effort.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive...
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Santi Aldama is out there with Wells. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Desmond Bane. And it's Pippen in at the point guard.
Just look at the body of Bane. He's so strong, and that helps him down low.
Lewis passes to MP. His three-pointers off the mark. And for Memphis, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pippen, the pass to Bane. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Watford finds MP. And got it! Another basket.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Pass to Wells. Back to Bane. MP grabs the miss.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Back to Lewis. MP outside. Fires the three. Good, he hits again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. The putback. Brooklyn with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lewis outside. The Nets working the ball around now. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Pippen misses. And here's Brooklyn. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Lewis, left side. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 5 assists in the game. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pippen with the wide open look. They get it back, and that one's good by Clark.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And here's MP for another bucket. Wow!
The good times keep rolling. Now tied for 2nd all-time in scoring for a game.
Well, you know, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, GA, the defense throws everything at him, but he still is scoring.
When Kobe did what he did back in 06, I never thought we'd see something like that again. But tonight has been an absolute legendary performance. I'm still in shock that we've seen 81.
And again!
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Bane. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. And again for 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the bar. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Pippen's checked in for Wells. Pass to Edey. Inside, here's Pippen. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Whitehead. Back to MP. For three. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Edey. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Nets have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Lewis outside. Here's Whitehead. MP outside. 6 on the shot clock. That's the 3 fly. And another one.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. They get it again. Pippen, no luck. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Aldama. The tray. Drills it from outside. Aldama's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Whitehead. Back to MP. Whitehead passes to Lewis. To the middle. Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Pippen with it. Now defended by MP. To the paint. Here's Clowney. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Morant dishes to Pippen. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Pass to Whitehead. Back to MP. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morant kicks to Pippen. Misses from close range.
And he's already patted himself on the back and forgot to put the ball there in the basket.
And here's MP for 3. Trains the three-pointer.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Now Aldama. Shot clock at 5. Lewis against Morant. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Watford's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
You don't see this. He got it again. Sensational.
Kevin, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
And MP now has one of the all-time records in sports history, passing Wilt's 100 mark. I never thought I'd see the day.
So, after a tremendous performance, let's go to center court to hear from MP himself.
Man, this hasn't even sunk in yet. On a night like this, setting a record for points in a game, you're so in the zone that it feels like everything is just effortless. But it's not. There's a lot of hard work that goes.
Well spoken. And Memphis has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Such a wide open look. Pippen's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
The 3 from MP. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And Aldama has it in the corner. The 3-ball. Pippen, no luck. And so Whitehead will bring it up for Brooklyn. And here's MP for 3. It's good from long range.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Outside Jackson, pass to Edey. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 6 to shoot. Back to Aldama. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency.
Bettina.
MP, you just did one of the most incredible things anyone has ever done in the history of professional sports.
It's true.
When you see something like that, or when you do something like that, it's hard to describe it in anything other than cliche. Which had me thinking, you know, athletes sometimes describe nights like tonight as, you know, the hoop being bigger, you know, appearing bigger than usual.
People say that, and I get what they mean, but thank you, Bettina. Joe. Right at the top, Joe. 100 points, baby, let's go!
Never thought I'd see someone score over 100 points.
Your teammates are going to love that answer.
Triple digits?
That was great.
You really did. I can't believe it.
These fans make a lot of noise. Let's quiet them down.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
We hope to see you again in another Celtics game. So visit us online or at
safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Boston, will you be there for Celtics Men's Guard Mini Flag Day? Lucky Electrifon will have a mini flag for every fan in the building. So bring the whole family. A reminder to be here for our next giveaway, Gym Bag Day. Come out and receive free Celtics gym.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, MP is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Williams, then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Sharp in at the 5 down low. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Drew Holiday out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, B.A., take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now, we get to find out.
And that one's good. Hunt.
Well, MP is always eager to contribute offensively. Where is my next bucket coming from?
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Here's Tatum. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
Now here's Williams. From deep, MP. Back to Thomas. Pass to Hunt. Inside. And stolen by Porzingis. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Hunt. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. The 3 is up. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now Tatum. He had 25 points in his last game. Sharp grabs the miss.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Thomas passes to Hunt. Now here's Williams. Outside Johnson. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's MP. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Now here's MP. He's got 7. Johnson passes to MP. Takes a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Johnson against Tatum. Here he goes. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Boy, once he gets going, all 6'8", 210 pounds, Tatum very hard to stop off the bounce.
Back to MP. Launches it. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And the Celtics in possession here. 7-point differential. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking. Down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Now here's Thomas. No points so far. And here's MP from outside. Tatum pulls it in. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
Yeah, they got swept by this team in the season series last year, which goes against all logic.
Here's Hunt. 13 points in the game. Thomas finds MP. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. Hunt's got 16 points.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Outside Holiday. 3-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 7. Johnson passes to MP. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 19 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Back to Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Six on the shot clock. Driving inside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris, Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. I mean, it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And both free throws good for Brown. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times, had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
The kick to Tatum. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Outside, Williams. Back to MP. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Hunt. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Brown. Thomas, right side. Here's Hunt. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Holiday. Now Brown. And he drops that one in.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And here are the Nets now. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Watford comes in for Johnson. To the middle is Pritchard. Over MP. Rebound Brooklyn. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Right side, Holiday. Rejected by Claxton.
Well, look at the wingspan of Nick Claxton on display. He sends that thing back.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
MP outside. Pass to Williams. And here's MP. Williams on the wing. Still without a bucket. Drills it from deep.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Here's Pritchard. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Back to MP. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. MP's got 32 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Celtics trail by 19. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Holiday. To the inside. Here's Brown. Outside Holiday to end the run. Buries it from three.
This guy's so accurate from outside the arc. You wish Holiday was more aggressive from range.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That's on Al Horford. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
So the Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Davison. Here's Tatum. Count it. He's 4 for 8 now.
Now there's a mix of strength and agility that Jason Tatum is taking advantage of. Nice work in there.
Pass to Watford. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Shireman. Here's Tatum. Claxton with a rebound.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Nets leading by 16. Here's Johnson. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drives to the hoop. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's playing big right there. Jackhammers it down.
Went up with some bad intentions. Wow, that had some power on it. Williams finds Johnson. MP with it. To the left wing. Williams on the wing. And here's MP from outside. Counted from distance. MP's got 35.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
MP. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornett, and it's Hauser in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's MP. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Come on, man. So aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Now here's Tatum. Screen by Horford. The three. Brooklyn pulls it in.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
Boy, you can't allow MP to get into the lane. Even when you body up to him, he's still able to score it.
Here's Davison, covered by MP. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on MP. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. The NBA is in good hands.
Now here's Tatum. Give him 8 points now. To the paint. Here's Cornette. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Back to MP. Fires from deep. And the Nets, another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Davison. He's got 6. Pass to Hauser. Here's Davison, covered by MP. Outside Tatum. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Nets.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Johnson. From deep, MP connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible.
Who's got Tatum, man? Who's got him?
Looking to get back on track. And there's the bucket by Tatum. Tatum's got 10.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Now here's Johnson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis. A deep 3 from MP. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Davison. Tatum with it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Timeout called. The Celtics. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Some changes for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Cornette, and Pritchard is subbed in for Walsh. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Porzingis. Over to the left wing. Here's Pritchard, the 11-footer. Good on the jump shot. Pritchard's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Here's Wilson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Nets have gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. Thomas outside, down low. Again! What an avalanche! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Hauser. He's scoreless. And here's Horford for 3. He can't get it to go.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And the three-pointer goes.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
The Celtics have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Pritchard going inside. Rebound Brooklyn. Hunt's got 4 rebounds in the game. Thomas finds MP. Here's Wilson. Back to MP. This one for 3. No good on the shot. The Celtics shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. Pass to Porzingis. Now here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Here's Hunt. Basket counts. MP's got 58.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Porzingis. Fader on the way. That's short off the rim.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
To the middle. MP outside. Puts up a 3. Rebound Boston. Outside Tatum. Horford right side. Inside. Here's Pritchard. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got a 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wilson. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Hunt's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Back to Pritchard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Pritchard's got 9.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Wilson passes to MP. Thomas outside. And here's MP from outside. Another one falls. Amazing.
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that. Porzingis sets a screen. Here's Pritchard. Clowney pulls it in. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And for the Nets, they're shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Good! Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better 3-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Horford. Out to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
From deep, MP connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? Horford passes to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Offensive rebound. Horford. And Horford powers it home.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And so it's Brooklyn, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Man, MP is putting on a show. He's taking over all those skills. How about them apples, Shaq?
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Checking out the Celtics.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing...
And again for three.
He just continues to rain it on them from downtown.
Hey, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a single game. And here's Brown for three. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his fourth rebound in this one. And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Boy, this guy has not been in the league long, but MP has such a tremendous knack of getting to the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Brown shoots. Rebound, Brooklyn.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Back to MP. The three. Porzingis grabs the board. And for Boston, they're shooting 40% from the field in this one. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Holiday. Brown's got 6.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Back to Williams. And here's MP from outside. Good. Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Drew Holiday, an absolute technician in pick-and-roll action, makes the right read.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Holiday passes to Pritchard. Over Williams. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Back to MP. Fires for 3. Hits yet again. Wow!
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Thomas against Holiday. Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday finds Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. They need this. Jump shot is good. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
We're talking about a big man with excellent touch. Porzingis will never shy away from a mid-range opportunity.
And here's MP from outside, and good! There's another!
That score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished. Pass to Holiday. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Holiday's got 6 points.
All right, Drew Holiday, we see you. He wanted to get right back with that three-point shot.
Hunt passes to Williams. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Assisted.
MP's got his 6th assist of the night. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Pritchard. Rebound Brooklyn. And here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Pass to Williams. Back to MP. Pulls it. And again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Outside, Brown. Three-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sharp's got his 8th rebound here tonight. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Thomas outside. Now MP. Back to Thomas. Takes a 3. He drops it from range. Thomas has got his 2nd basket.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Tatum from long range, and it's Thomas with the rebound. Well, the Nets shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. To the middle. Sharp passes to Hunt. From the arc. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Holiday, covered by Johnson, and the shot goes. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter. Holiday's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. It's Thomas on the wing. Williams passes to Hunt. Thomas outside. Now here's MP. Back to Thomas. Fires the 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 8 now on the night. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Drains the triple. Holiday's got 11.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Back to MP. Thomas, left side. Back to MP. Thomas, left side. MP outside. Over Holiday. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist by MP. Hunt's got his 9th assist of the game now. Pass to Pritchard. Brown with it. 6 points for him. The fader. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Back to MP. 4-3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. There's Tatum with the 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Holiday from long range, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Nets shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. Back to Thomas. Over Holiday. Again, the Nets score.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
1 minute left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
And here's Johnson. Back to MP. Now Sharp. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Sharp's got 5 points.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Brown, no good.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Here's Hunt. And Pritchard pulls it down. Tatum inside, shoots over Johnson, can't connect from 13 feet out. MP getting it done for the Nets. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love...
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just...
Man, that was crazy. You look like Craig Hodges out there. Cavs always come to play, especially at home. Lock in, MP. Let's keep this winning streak going.
there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for Evan Mobley.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
So the next starting 5. We've got Williams. Thomas is out there with MP. Then it's Johnson, and it's Sharp in at the center. And for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. And here are the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Hunt with the bucket.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Mitchell outside. There's Garland. The rebound by Sharp. MP against Mobley. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Now, MP following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's the triple. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Williams. MP's got 6.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. With the teardrop. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Now that's how you use your imagination. Garland can get his shot off from just about any angle.
Johnson in the corner. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Garland. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 18 points a game. 6 assists and 2 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Garland. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely was not himself. And so, MP will bring it up for Brooklyn. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Here's Garland, following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Mitchell. Down low. Excellent D there from Williams. Brooklyn with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Back to MP. It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. The three from MP. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. He's got 12.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Garland dishes to Mitchell. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 10. On the wing, Williams. Sharp with a screen on Hunter. And Thomas has it in the corner. Back to MP. From about 16. Again, the Nets for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Let's give it up.
Cleveland making a change here. Strus is checked in. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Jared Allen, 4th. And, of course, Nicholas Claxton.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
Now, here's Strus. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. The three from Garland. Rebound, Brooklyn. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And here is Mitchell. Following the three-pointer by MP. Back to Garland. Loads it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Mitchell against Thomas. Back to MP. On the wing, Williams. MP outside. Back to Williams. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Hunt's got his 4th assist in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Johnson finds MP. Takes the three. Good, another from 3.
Well, folks, if you haven't been following his story since coming into the league, for all-time NBA rookies, he's now 5th place in three-pointers made.
You know, he's worked on his craft and improved in a short time here in his rookie season. He's got that beautiful touch as we've seen from deep guys, but that's definitely not the only way he can score.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Cavs.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Nets passing it around. Williams kicks to Johnson. Pass to Thomas. Back to MP. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Mitchell against Thomas. Now, here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. Excellent D from Thomas. MP finds Williams. Back to MP. Fires the three. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Garland. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Mitchell wide open. Again, Mitchell missing.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And the ball goes out of bounds, and last touch by Strus.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Last season, he played outstanding, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Now, here's MP. Boy, he was something else against Boston.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Johnson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Cavaliers ball.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Mobley comes in for Dean Wade. And it's Ty Jerome in for Donovan Mitchell. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Now, Garland. Thompson looking for an opening. Ball's knocked loose. Mobley is screened. 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. And Mobley throws it down hard.
When you're guarding Mobley, you have to finish the possession on D. Seal him off, or Evan, look, this man's going to punish you on that glass.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's MP. 26 points for him. Here's Johnson. Money from the wing.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Pass to Jerome. Outside Garland. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
They've got Mobley. Okoro out there with Max Strus. And it's Tyson in at the 4. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And that one's good. MP.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Mobley from deep three-point land. A rebound by the Nets. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. The 3 from MP. And the Nets, another 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Jerome passes to Strus. Now here's Mobley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Mobley's got 7 points.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
Hunt with the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Strus following the basket by MP.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Puts up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Hunt's got 40 points.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Tyson. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Back to MP. For the three. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Cavaliers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Mobley kicks to Strus. Here's Tyson. And nothing is falling for him right now. To the inside. Here's MP. Nails the baby hook. MP's got 45 points.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Jerome passes to Mobley. Inside. Jerome, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
MP finds Claxton. Yes, that goes in.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Now, here's Mobley. He's got 7. Pass to Tyson. Mobley is screened. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. No problems knocking that one down.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Well, Cleveland shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Pass to Okoro. Cleveland moving it around. Mobley looking it over. Here's Strus. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
He's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots.
And the Nets making a change here. And Richard, Cleveland this summer able to sign Donovan Mitchell to a 4-year contract extension.
And that's a relief for Cav.
And again for 3.
And defenses around the NBA have to deal with his three-point marksmanship. And he's already proven in his rookie campaign there's very little you can do to slow him down.
It has been a lot of fun, hasn't it, to watch him expand his skill set this season. And lo and behold, he now holds the 4th spot all-time for three-pointers in a rookie campaign. To me, that is amazing.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
MP kicks to Williams. MP outside. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Hunt. Right side, Thomas. Back to MP. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And now we get a chance to check in on Evan Mobley. Great showing for him last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 9 rebounds and 3 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Johnson finds MP. To the inside. That's good from Thomas on the assist by MP. Hunt's got his 6th assist on the night. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. The 11-footer, Mitchell, and the rejection by Claxton. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mitchell passes to Okoro. Thomas against Mitchell. Clock at 6. For 3, Hunter. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Bucket is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
There's Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Garland's got 6.
Just slicing his way to the rack. This man is so crafty. I love it when Garland takes charge like this.
Chalk up 2 there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Oh, man, and that is why Mitchell has won a dunk contest before. He knows how to get a few style points.
Over in the corner, Williams. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to MP. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Well, Cleveland shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. And here is Hunter. Thompson sets the pick for Hunter. Now, Okoro. No good on the triple. MP against Garland.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Williams gets the bucket. He has 7.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
Mitchell kicks to Hunter. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell with it from past the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Mitchell, a screen on MP. Bounce pass from Garland. And it's Donovan Mitchell with the 3.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Williams passes to MP. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 57 points for MP. Now Cleveland shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Pass to Okoro. Thomas against Mitchell. Great D that time from Thomas. Brooklyn in control. Down low, here's Sharp, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, how about the body control?
And so it's MP making things happen for the Nets. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his three-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. We come back right after this.
And get ready for the fans.
Hey, they love to run. At times it looks like a layup line. They can hit the 3 but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah. Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
What's different about MP compared to other rookies? No hesitation.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him.
And good, there's another.
Just a magnificent showing for him tonight offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, guys, he's now tied for the third most 60-point games in league history. Hunter finds Allen. Cleveland moving it around. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Mitchell's got 20 points.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
And here's MP for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
3 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound, Brooklyn. Thomas got his 5th rebound in this one. MP dishes to Thomas. Again, the Nets for 2.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Garland kicks to Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. Back to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he connects again from distance.
Well, with the way he's been shooting from distance, I can't say I'm surprised that he's now second all-time in three-pointers made during a rookie campaign. He has been impressive.
And some of the best shooters we've ever had in the NBA are on this list. I don't think it's an understatement to say we could be witnessing a generational talent. From deep. Offensive rebound. Sharp. That's good. Sharp's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
The Cavaliers with another miss.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Back to MP. Good, another from 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And Thomas has it in the corner. The 3 from MP. Another one goes. Incredible.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Mitchell outside. Back to Garland to stop the run. The rebound by the Nets. Sharp's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Mitchell. Yep, that one goes in there. Mitchell's got 22.
It's the strength of Mitchell, one of the strongest guards we might have ever seen.
It's Thomas on the wing. Good D by Mitchell. Cavaliers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Hunter with it. Nothing on the board. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Hunter.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Basket good.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Now, here's Garland. He has 6. For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hunt the pass to Sharp. MP deciding where to go with it. Back to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. MP kicks to Thomas. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. MP against Garland. And stolen by MP. To the middle. Looking for Sharp, and he gets it there. Count that bucket. Sharp's got 8.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Garland against MP. Hunter, no one around him. And another miss by Cleveland.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Williams kicks to MP. And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Here's Garland. No good, unable to end this run.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Johnson finds Sharp. Nets passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Thomas. Over Mitchell. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 10 points here in the second half.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Thomas against Mitchell. Garland at the elbow. Over MP. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. 8 points for him.
You got to be right on Garland from that mid-range spot because he is lethal from there.
And Thomas has it in the corner. On the wing, Williams. MP outside. It's Thomas on the wing. MP outside.
2 minutes remaining.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Hits the three-point bomb. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hitting them right back. Garland fires off the three-point answer.
Here's Hunt. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Free throw good, MP. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tyson's checked in. Max Strus comes in for Hunter. Okoro's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Williams. And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks it out to MP. Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him tonight. Alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. And here are the Nets looking ahead to their next game. Playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. The Cavaliers shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. The wide open shot from Strus. And another miss by Cleveland. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Claxton the pass to MP. Hits it again. Wow.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all time in scoring. Here's Jerome. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Mobley. Here's Tyson. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess.
One of the greatest shooting seasons a rookie has ever had. Way to bring home that W. New Orleans gets after it. Going to be a rowdy crowd out there. Get ready to light it up tonight.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. On this very special day, let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, Smoothie King Center. And with things just getting started in this new season, Britt, what are you looking forward to the most moving ahead?
Yeah, BA, I think about last year's teams and the magic that they had to push themselves into playoff positioning. Do they still have it? But one of the more exciting things in terms of the storyline is which teams are showing some early chemistry that could threaten some of those teams from last year. That is something that we always gravitate towards. The fresh blood, the new team, the one that's going to be the underdog throughout the course of the year, and how far can they push it?
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, they've got MP. Williams is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then they're Sharp, and it's Thomas in at the 2. MP outside, a deep 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three ball.
Well, you have to be able to use the three-point line in some way. It's just such a weapon. And in that game, it was just not there for him.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And MP providing some spacing with that three-pointer.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. It's a three-point game. From deep. Second chance shot. Williamson with the bucket.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Johnson finds MP. Here's Williams. Pass to MP. The three is up. Hits the three-pointer. Hunt's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Williams grabs the board.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
MP scanning the floor. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer, trading for DeJounte Murray, a versatile and durable lead guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition directly addresses some of the Pelicans' greatest needs. And, guys, I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, appreciate the update. Here's MP, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Now here's Murray. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Pass to Thomas. Outside Johnson. Here's Hunt. No luck on that one.
Yikes. Bad miss. He could be more assertive as a finisher inside. He would be so much more effective.
To the paint. The shot. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Brooklyn leading by 6. To the inside. Launches a 3, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Pass to Messi. And here's McCollum. The 3-ball. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Williams finds MP. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here's McCollum. No points yet. Here's Williamson. Johnson with the defensive effort.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, MP.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Fires in the triple. MP's got 17.
I just love the ball movement.
Pelicans trail by 12. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. MP really making a difference here.
Yeah, smart move here. Talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
Here's Murray, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Pass to Messi. Here's McCollum. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
CJ McCollum can go from second gear to fourth gear and back to second gear a defense's nightmare.
MP, the pass to Johnson. Back to MP. There's the triple. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from deep. McCollum against Thomas. McCollum right side. Thomas with a steal. Here's Johnson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Misi. Down low. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Cam Thomas picks one up.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact. McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
You know, Brent, C.J. McCollum is just a natural leader, a classic connector.
Yeah, C.J. has been amazing since day one coming into the NBA. I have no doubt that C.J., after his playing career is over with, is going to spend a lot of time either in a front office or in the league office, the way he presents himself and promotes the game. Class act.
MP, that one's good.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Johnson against McCollum. The shot comes out.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Wilson. Out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball. And here's a look at some numbers for MP.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Pelicans trail by 15. Murray scanning the floor. McCollum on the wing. Chalk up 2 there. McCollum's got 6.
McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finished. It's just how shifty he is.
MP, the pass to Wilson. Murray against MP. To the left side wing. Outside Johnson. Inside. 6 to shoot. For 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Murray with it. Yet to see a basket. The rebound by the Nets. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Back to MP.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Johnson.
2 minutes.
The 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Wilson. Jacks up a 3. Misi grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 19. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
On the wing, Murray. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter here. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the basket by MP.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Misi. Now McCollum. A shot to stop the run. And McCollum slams it in.
Well, this is where that sweet handle of McCollum's comes into play. When he goes on the dribble drive, very few defenders can get in good position to slow him down.
Wilson passes to Johnson. Here's Wilson. MP outside. From downtown. Rebound by Olynyk. Murray against MP. Murray inside. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
McCollum against Johnson. Good D by Watford. Here's Hunt. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Nets just dominating this one, and we'll return shortly. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Brooklyn.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Boston in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. From deep, MP. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And Alvarado gets it to go.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Pass to Thomas. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, great recognition there by MP, getting it to the open man.
And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Rebound Brooklyn, and they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nails it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Alvarado, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Williamson left side. To the wing on the left. Alvarado outside to halt the run. And again, New Orleans no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Thomas finds MP. From deep three-point range. And it's Boston with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. To the paint. Williamson passes to Olynyk. Good D by Sharp. Brooklyn has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Watford outside. It's Thomas on the wing. MP outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
The Pelicans have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Jones from outside. Sinks the tray. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Continuing to hone this part of his game. I like seeing Jones hit from deep.
Brent, Herb Jones looks like he might be the next elite perimeter defender.
He's been amazing in the early part of his career. He closes out his space so well on people, in control and balanced, able to catch guys' first move. He is asked to guard the primary offensive wing on a nightly basis, and Herb Jones is up to the challenge.
To the middle. Here's Olynyk. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
Well, Olynyk at his size is big enough to get the job done.
And stolen by Williamson. Now Jones. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Pass to Boston. Rebounded by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Alvarado, the pass to Olynyk. Outside Jones. Back to Alvarado. Here's Boston. Still no points. Over Johnson. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
It's Thomas on the wing. Back to MP. Johnson on the wing. Thomas outside. Pass to Hunt. Here's the 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Jones finds Williamson. Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got rebound number 7 tonight.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And down it goes. 2 points. Hunt's got 49 in the game.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Jones feels it out. Olynyk passes to Williamson. Clock at 6. Jones with the ball. Here's Alvarado. Off the mark there with a 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Yet another bucket.
A historic night. What a streak he's on.
With this performance, he now has the longest streak of 50-point games in NBA history. Pass to Boston. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3.
And folks, he's just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
And you know, I don't even think he's thinking about records. He's out there to ball. Ever since entering the league, only a few months ago, he's been on a mission to win.
Yeah, MP is clearly amongst the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Johnson comes in for Watford. Williams is checked in for Thomas. And it's Martin in for Johnson.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things and action off the pick.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Martin against McCollum. The rebound by MP.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Off target with the 3. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. To the inside. Let's go with a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
He's off on the layup.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Hunt. And got it! Another basket!
And his tear continues. We've never seen this before.
He now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. Pass to Messi. To stop the run. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 10. Brooklyn in total control. Claxton with it. Williams on the wing to the paint. Tries again. And Claxton with the lay-in.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Messi. Now here's McCollum. That won't go either for McCollum.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And here's Martin. Johnson passes to MP. Now Martin. Williams with it. Back to MP. Martin, left side. Up and over McCollum. Martin misses.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Nets. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. Back to the game after this break.
When I look at Brooklyn, they burst out of the gates with a purpose, blocking out the detractors and the haters. People were saying they weren't good enough. Think again.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Brooklyn Nets. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. We've got Cam Thomas, Sharp out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Williams, and it's MP in at the point guard.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pass to Messi. Up top, McCollum. Thomas defends. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got rebound number 8 now. Puts it up from 17, and it's good! He hits another one! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Murray against MP. Pass to Messi. Here's Williamson. And he gets it to go. Williamson's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Inside, Zion just a monster. He can go over or through opposition.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
McCollum, rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Back to MP. Lets the three fly. On target from range.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tea and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. McCollum outside. Back to Murray. Beyond the arc. Pelicans keep it alive. Here's Williamson. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. MP outside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night.
Shooting for Brooklyn, MP. 1 shot.
Free throw good, MP.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
On the wing, Murray, covered by MP. That one goes in.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
MP finds Williams. Back to MP. Lets it go from deep. Good! That's another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Pass to Misi. McCollum outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. McCollum's got 13 now.
As CJ's saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback three.
Thomas outside. And here's MP from outside. Oh, another one falls.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Murray. With the 10-footer. Sharp grabs the miss.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And the basket is good. Williams has gotten his first points in this one.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Thomas against McCollum. Over Thomas. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's a lethal all-around scorer. You have to love the versatility of McCollum's offensive game.
Now here's Williams. Defense right on him. Misi grabs the board. New Orleans is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Murray for 3. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. 5 points in the game.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
Back to MP. Williams on the wing. And here's MP from outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to McCollum. Takes one from 10 feet. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Johnson, covered by Williamson. Johnson passes to Williams. MP outside. Here's Thomas, 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. McCollum with a steal. He takes it in. Pass to Misi. To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Big slam by Murphy. His teammates encourage him to be aggressive, to make plays like that.
Outside, Williams. Back to MP. From behind the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Murray, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 12 from the floor in the third quarter. Williams on the wing. From deep, MP hits yet again. Wow!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Messi. Takes it inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
More and more we're seeing international players. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even.
Welcome in to the Jalen Murphy Show. I'm your host, Jalen Murphy. I know more about sports than you do.
That's debatable.
Watch your mouth, Russ. We got a great show for you today, starting off with a brand new segment, Trash Talk Do's and Don'ts.
Oh, I'll start. Don't tell people how to trash talk when you were a 7th man with a rickety jump shot and the handle of a precocious 4th grader.
Okay. Do keep your mouth shut if you spent most of your career waving towels at the end of the bench.
You know what? You've been selling me short since college, man. How about this? We could have won a championship, but you looked me off to take a double-team 30-footer at the buzzer, buddy.
For the last time, Russell, you weren't open.
I was open.
Guys,
I was open. I was wide open.
Just, if I may, can I just say, wowzers. I'm so looking forward to learning from both of you. And more data is always important, even when it's something as unquantifiable as trash talk.
Shut it, Toby!
Okay.
Let's start the segment. Don't trash talk if you can't back it up. There's nothing worse than writing checks with your mouth.
MP, you keep bringing up 50s like you're in the dunk contest. Best outside shooting rookie ever. Sign of great things ahead. Get ready to rumble, young blood.